I'm Barbara Phillips, and I've been involved in earned value since I was introduced to it in the year 2000, 2001, when I studied for the PMP exam. And the job I had at the time, also I was a project manager, more like a project coordinator, and we used it in about 2004, 2005, I got on a consulting assignment at the FAA. And Joe Hauser was a sub to us. I was at BAE Systems and the Strategic Consulting Group, and they were a sub to us, but they had all the knowledge. So it was really a privilege to be kind of a note taker, trailing behind Joe Hauser when we did program assessment. We interviewed and gathered data from over 30 programs at the FAA against the 32 guidelines, and we charted them red, yellow, green. And we wrote up all of our findings, and as a result of that work, and many people whose I can't hardly name, but like Bob Ravinsky and Jerry Jones and other people are very instrumental in that, FAA got off the GAO watch list. That was monumental for that agency. In 2006, maybe, they got off it about a year or so after we finished the assessment. They sent GAO, GAO reports to Congress, so they sent GAO in, and GAO wrote up a report and says, well, the reason, Congress, you're not getting this information is because they don't have good records. They don't have a good management system in place. First thing they did was contract for a contractor to come in and do an assessment of what their current state was. So because I give Joe Hauser all the credit, but because we were able to capture on that red, yellow, green, they called it a flag, this program is, red and criteria 1 WBS, and then we'd give them and have corrective actions, not, of the rigor like a DCMA audit, but then we'd say, okay, we come back 6 months later, oh, now you guys have got a WBS, we see how it ties to your chart of accounts, and you've got scope, and you've got a WBS dictionary. You're good to go, you're green. So the reason why the FAA was on the watch list, if I recall correctly, there are others who know more about it, but they had what Congress referred to as a rubber baseline problem. So there's also the beginning of the CPIC work about, having the OMB, the business case, the Exhibit 300 reports go up, and there's a baseline field on that. And FAA was just switching what baseline they were measuring themselves against. FAA wasn't the only agency guilty of it, but FAA's projects are such large dollar amounts that when they were reporting up to the Hill, people, congressmen come and go, and they're like, wait, what was this supposed to be?